Good morning. Hi Lorraine. Hi Susan. Good to see you guys. Here we are, even with all the clocks turned backwards and forwards. And I'm so glad. Andrea sent me a message this morning that I had scheduled it for 8 p.m. So I was able to quickly change it. And here we are. Oh, I'm so pleased. Hi, Andrea. Thank you so much for having notified me. Not that, yeah, that it then didn't work out. It did work out. So good to see. Sparkles. Thank you, Lorraine. Very, very good. Do we want to wait a tiny little bit? If somebody is showing up, good morning. Very good to see you. Okay. It's always good to come to this point. Also a little bit exciting every time. I'm still after, I think it's the sixth time that we do this, but because it's every month, I always feel a little bit nervous because I have to start from scratch again, like to remember. So how to set it all up and so on. But here we are. So today we're going to create our March collage together using all these little pieces we've gathered around the theme of creativity. And for me, creativity, see how what you found during the months. Sometimes when we think about creativity, we think about crafts and knitting or doing our journals or doing these things, but I find creativity is often in our day to day living. It starts really with the way you prepare your breakfast, or how you create your environment around you, or the way we look at our day to day things with a different, like from a different angle, with different eyes. And this is what I hope these mindfulness prompts might do for you. This in our day to day life, just to have a creative way of looking at things, to discover things in a new way. And so, if you have your little bits and pieces and you craft along, beautiful. If you have not your pieces, just have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and hang out a little bit, or do whatever craft you would like to do just in company with us. So, I explain a little bit. This, of course, is my March signature, and I always use one of them as the background, and then I turn it around and I have the entire page. You can also find on Ko-Fi my prompt list for the month. And here I made myself little notes throughout the month to see, okay, these are the things I would like to put into the different category. In between, if my voice sounds a little bit crooked, I have a cough. And so I have a cough lolly in my mouth while I'm talking. I hope I don't sound funny. Just let me know. But I hope we get through this like without me having a coughing fit. Okay, I put this to the side. And what I sometimes like to do when I start my collage is, when you have a look here, these are little bits and pieces. What I like to do is, first, like, I don't have to reinvent the wheel every time because I did the printables. So sometimes what I do first is, when I have a mindfulness prompt, that I look through the cutouts I already have and see if this is fitting. And so with that, I have many of these small little bits and pieces. Then here I have some of my scraps that are fitting. So, but because I would like to cover the background, I always also need some larger pieces to start my collage, to layer my collage. And so today I thought I like to start with a little bit of a layering of the background pieces. So let me have a look. This one, let me see where this, when I put this there, where did the ledger paper come in? Wrote it down. Embossed house, music, compass corner, green. Do you think I can find it? Here, ledger paper. Observe change, like gradient, fading color. Here, that was the fading color for me. It was one of the, when I did some jelly printing, when I'm just using my brayer on the side to clean it off, sometimes I'm using special paper to put it down here. So I thought I could do this, but let me layer a little bit. I definitely wanted to check these music sheets somewhere here. Then I had these ones here. This one, it was, maybe I don't go through all the little bits and pieces. Maybe I can do this at a later point. But maybe let me first cover the little bits and pieces here. Maybe this can go here, but then I have a little hole here. Maybe I can do all the other way around. Maybe like this. Maybe here a little bit of the green. Like this. Then I can cut that down a little bit. Here's something missing too. This could go here. Okay. Cut that down. This is an embossed paper that is a wood grain paper. And let me see. I can put that here. I have the hole here. And I can put that maybe like this. Okay, so if I start like this, I need to be tactical now. Okay, so what goes on the bottom? Let me see. Upsala. I have this different glues because I thought this is for the background or even this is for the background, and then maybe little bits and pieces with my unlimited glue. Okay, so I'm starting with that one here. But if I put this here, I might be able to, you know what? I will not cut it down. I will just glue this down here. And saying that, okay, let's just start. Okay, having my Mod Podge here and generously putting it down here. Okay. Even a little bit further. Okay. So and then I'm taking here this part and pressing it all down so that I get some of the air bubbles out. So now I need to see what was the next little bit I had. I think this was below. I think this is the next, and then I have this. This one. This one is the next. It's like a little puzzle piece here. Let's have a look. This one was the next. And again, I'm using here this little, it's not a credit card, it's like one of these shop cards when you get some bonus points when you buy there. Okay. So then we had, I think this one was the next one. Or was it this one? I think maybe this one. Let's put this one. This one's here somewhere in the middle. Below all of this. And here with this, I think it's like, I think it's a cooking utensil, but it also works nicely. I can really press it down and really try to make sure that it has not so many bubbles underneath. Not that it works here. Didn't have enough glue there, I think. And now it works. No. Yeah, that works. Let me see if I can take my card. Okay, good. That was that. Okay. Coffee diet is moving here a little bit. So let's see what was the next one. Maybe. I think I wanted to have that. Did I want to have this on top or underneath? Oh, now it will definitely be on top. Yeah, it will be on top. Yeah, it will be on top. It's always fascinating, I find, to see these collages unfold in front of my eyes. And I heard that some people manage then to make photos or something like that to give them like an orientation point. We just try to wing it. Or at least I do this today. Maybe I tried at one point. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, what was in that corner? I think this was here, and then this. And then, okay. Was it like this? And then like this. Looks good. Looks good, I think. Looks good. Okay. This and this. Okay. So, maybe let me know what you are working on. Are you just watching? Or are you working on your own craft right now? What am I doing here? Obviously, I was looking to the no, to your writing, like to your comments, and so good. I press that down. I like when it is embossed. It's really when it adds texture to it. It's really lovely. Okay, so now we put in this one here. I'm always using lots and lots of Mod Podge. It's really, it worked the best for me. Oops, I'm a little bit very, very enthusiastic around that. But maybe I need to look a little bit that it is not too much smudging here to the back. So that not that it is all gluing down. Okay, a little bit more careful maybe. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, and then we had, let me have a look. Good afternoon, I'm working on a recovery project. Oh, I let some Daniel Smith watercolor tubes too long and now I'm trying to get them going again. Yes, that is, what a great project. Repetition marks for my journal prompts for today. Once placed another sheet of paper on top of the scraps I've laid out and turned everything upside down to get the correct order for glue. Oh, you're all working on something. This is the first I was able to get my prompts choices together to make a collage. Oh, Susan, how beautiful. Oh, that sounds nice. Good. Then we had this one and that one. Okay. Oops. No, this is really full of Mod Podge. Can you see? It's really full. I love the playfulness of it. It's like I find as adults we are not enough like doing like messy things. It's like most things are way more controlled. At least in my life, they are very controlled. And so to have a moment where I'm allowed to just mess around and play and not be too worried about things. Such a treat. And to do it together with you, it's even better. Even better. Okay. Okay. So, and like what I find also what stifles my creativity is when I have the idea it needs to be perfect what I do. It's whenever I believe I need to do something perfect or that there even is such a thing is perfect, my creativity goes out the window. It's like it's because then I try to fulfill some kind of expectation. I very often don't even know whose expectation I try to fulfill. Maybe I can put this here to cover this corner. I think I like that. This is again, this was from a very old, like disruptive book that I found in a giveaway box at the library. And it has all the zodiac signs. And again, while I did my jelly printing, I used my brayer to clean it off. And I find it always so interesting to see the different color shades and so on. I thought with the green here, that is a nice addition. And just put it over here. Yeah. Just put it here. because it's acrylic paint, it's also not smudging like it's with it. If that would be watercolor or so, then we would have the watercolor all over the place. But because it's acrylic paint, you can go with the Mod Podge over it without destroying it. I really needed to learn this, and I'm still learning with some pens I'm using sometimes to write something, and then I think they are waterproof, but actually they turn out not to be. That can be a little bit sad if you try to finish something with writing and then seal it, and then it is all smudged. But yeah, step by step. This is, I think, when we are creative, that we are learning on the way the entire time. Like it's step by step. We learn how different materials work together. We learn what we can do with the different things. And I think they did this research at one point where they asked a group of students to make, I think it was a pot, like a clay pot, like the most beautiful, best clay pot they can imagine. And the other ones they asked to make as many clay pots as possible. And then afterwards they scored it blindly, and the ones that did many pots ended up having them, the most beautiful. Again, who's the judge? But to see that the repetition really does something for us. Like we learn along the way. Makes sense, but I think sometimes good to be reminded. Okay, let me have a look. I have this one that will go somewhere. Maybe also here at the bottom. Let's see. We will find out where everything goes. Okay, I have all my little bits and pieces here. I think that was find something that represents yourself. So this is me. That is me. Let me see. I had, and then there was something like with the dark and the light, and I thought here one time I printed it out in black and white, and one time in color. And so that was, I think that was something next to each other. Let me have a look. I had here the black-white cloud, was observe your imagination. These had like the contained round things. The green jumper person. Here, two shapes side by side. Let me see, I can put them maybe here. On the map, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Then little housey. What was the little housey? The house, whimsical image. Notice what feels playful. Yes, I like the whimsical house. I like this signature with all the whimsy in it. Might go here somewhere. Have a look. Then what was that? Then here I had the red arrow. You can see, pay attention to curiosity, small error. Yes, I find this creativity and curiosity, like for me, they so belong together. Like it's when I'm curious and say, oh, I wonder what would happen if I put this here, or if I put this there, if I layer this. Like curiosity for me is the start and end of creativity. So let's have a look. Then we have this one here. Right. The zodiac signs were for me notice spaciousness, dimensional space. So green circle mask. That was that one here. There's overlapping forms and blinking lines. Yeah. So And we had the orange rainbow. Ah, here I have the orange rainbow. Open edge, incomplete circle. Notice what feels unfinished. Oh, I have to say, yeah, it's an unfinished circle, but it's a rainbow. And it's even as a rainbow, it's a little bit unfinished. Lots and lots of colors are missing for a rainbow. Um, Let me have a look. Acrylic paint is the bane of my life. I work much better on watercolors, even knowing they may be difficult to work with. Okay, Catherine. Like, really, I love watercolors. I really do. When I do this mixed media art, I have to say I like acrylic paint. In saying that, I tried to find matte acrylic paint in New Zealand, and I need to go to a specialized shop, I think, like all the little bit cheaper shops. They actually don't have matte acrylic paint. I was really surprised. So, as a musician, I notice I feel angst when crafters tear music pages. I understand. I keep reminding myself I can't play or collect every piece of music in the world, and music is art anyway, so it's okay. Oh, Lacey, I so understand this. I also have this with book pages. It's really it sometimes it tears my heart. I promised myself I am not destroying functioning books. Like, I'm going through the library and the secondhand shops and the ones that are completely falling apart and where I know they will end up in the landfill. Where I think give them another life in artworks or in my crafting. But no, I completely agree with you. This is and the same I have with music sheets. If it is completely falling apart and is somewhere in the to be thrown away pile, that's where I get them from. But yes, no, really, I feel you. Oh my goodness. So this is bubbling up. Let me see if I can press it down a little bit again. So let me see where I want to place the other things. Maybe this is the green side. So if I maybe like this, carefully, so that they are not ending up already stuck down without me wanting that. But I find that they are nice there. They are nice there. So I will just stuck them down. Okay, this goes here at the bottom. Here I need to be, I think, a little bit more careful because they are prints. And I have an ink printer. I'm not so sure what it will do. Maybe I start using my art glitter glue. Maybe I start doing that just to avoid that it is all smudging automatically. So I can maybe put a little bit of fixative spray over it or something like that. So this one here. It looks like I will have a little bit of an orange and green side, because when afterwards I bend it in half, maybe. Oh, look, it's somebody, I forgot who of you wrote to me that whenever we use Mod Podge, we have these little bits and pieces on our fingers. I think that's fine. Take my bone folder here to press it down. Maybe this one here to cover this edgy bit here. I like using the smaller pieces to cover the sharp edges when I do a collage. And I don't know if you can see this here when I have edges like that. Sometimes I like to soften it by putting something on top. So, okay, this needs some, here the little ones. They are already starting to glue. I need to be a little bit more careful. What is that? Okay. So, okay. Whenever I'm creative, I don't know if how this is for you guys. I notice I have so many different parts while I'm creating, but that over time, one of them became a little bit quieter. I always have the part that just wants to play and is really excited about it and is really loves trying new things. And then I have the other part that is judging, that is looking at it and saying, "What are you doing there? And where should all the other pieces go?" And it's that is way more anxious while I'm creating something. And by having been creative to a degree all my life, on and off. Like there are stories of my mom where she describes me as a little child, always fiddling around with something and making little clothes um, for my dolls and things like that, with whatever I could find. Now I forgot what I wanted to say. That I have different parts. And because I have done it for such a long time, even my critical part started to trust me a little bit more. Not that I am doing masterpieces, because I don't, but that I'm not dying when things don't turn out particularly beautiful or particularly quirky or particularly something. That it really starts understanding that it is really for my mental health and well-being. It's such a beautiful thing to do, to have a creative practice, actually, to start sometimes my day very early in the morning with doing a little bit of crafting, and it changes my life significantly to the better. Okay, so that can go here. Yeah. Okay, let's put that here. Ah, down. Good. Okay, so I need to find something for the larger pieces. Don't want to cover that up too much, but maybe a little bit. Maybe with the grain, or maybe just like this. Yeah, I can cut that later. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Okay, let me have a look. Absolutely, they live on in your work. I used to take some free magazines at my grocery store on the last day they were due to be there. They used lots and lots of pictures and text. Never felt that. Yeah, it's, but it's. I think it's nevertheless. I think it's an important topic actually to think about. Like it's when we do junk journaling or when we do our arts. How can we do this sustainably and thinking about the environment, and also thinking about not destroying something that has already been created, but actually using what has been created before to honor that and to make something beautiful out of it. Hi, Susan. I love having a creative practice. Me too. Oh, I call it my me time. Me too. Actually, that's exactly what I call it. It is really my me time. Okay, so I have this. I still have. Maybe this needs to go there. This was like a. What was that? Let me have a look. Um, where is this line thing? Ah, I can't find it. I can't find it. I can let you know at a later point. Maybe I just cut it off here, put it there. Yeah, there it goes. There's a little bit of space left. Yeah. Okay. So then I have this tool here still left. Yeah, they come here. This is a little bit behind here. Okay, here is my bone folder. I don't have here enough. A little bit of art glitter glue behind it. Put it down. Oh, forgot to put in my little needle. When you have ever used art glitter glue, when you forget to put in the needle here on the top, it is locking in very short period of time. That's something you really need to be really careful with it, because the glue is wonderful to get things down and permanently, but you really have to be careful not to leave it open, because it glues itself shut. So, okay. So, what else do I have still left? Let me have a look. I have a little bit of clouds. I like now whenever I have clouds, I am thinking about. I think it was one of the first collage meetings we had when I said, of course, the cloud goes into the sky. And somebody said, oh, it can go on the bottom and it can, like, we look down from heaven. And I think there it goes. It is like whenever I see the cloud now, uh, immediately it comes to my mind. I found that so sweet. Yeah, so my cloud goes here on the bottom. So, and then I have this arrow. Maybe the arrow can go here. Yeah, yeah, like the arrow there. Whoops. Much brush here. Does anybody listen to music while they create? I mostly watch live or tutorial videos for inspiration. Catherine, me too. Me too. It's I love having the company of the visual creative arts. I mostly do that. Yeah, interesting. I usually want to stay quiet, but don't mind having sounds around me. I'm in my own world. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I like creative videos. I often like, yeah, I have these ones. But I know, uh, where are they? Why can't I find them back again? I really write it down, but then when I'm here, I find it. Contained circle here. Attend to focus, centered shape or contained circles. These paint little pots. Yeah, okay, I can put one here, maybe one here to bring a little bit of orange here into this, and a little bit of green here. Yeah, I like that. Ah, now I'm brave and go with my Mod Podge over it. Yeah, and I think I did it before. I think it should be fine. Yeah, all good. All good, actually. So, and what I have now is I have different types of, can you see this is tissue paper, and I painted with tissue, like with archival ink, or with acrylic paints, or this is a Posca marker, like it's an acrylic marker here on top. I don't know if you can see it properly. You will see it in a second when it is on here. This is green. Maybe you can see it on my hand. So, and to finish it off, I think I am placing them somewhere strategically here. This one is a leftover. Some of you might remember a Jen from Jen's Creative Space. We were swap partners for our little bits and pieces for Defa Marimba, and that's still part of her parcel that she sent so generously to me. And I thought that can be part of it. Okay, so maybe if I put it here. And the beauty with the tissue paper, when you put something on it and place it, the tissue paper becomes nearly invisible. I'm a little bit more careful. I'm using a brush, and then carefully push it down so that I'm not destroying it. Can you see the tissue paper more or less disappears, and you can see part of the, oops, yeah, you can even see part of the background through it. And I love this. I love it. Such a nice addition. So you can really, yeah, that's it. I find it just like with the layering, it's a layer on top of it that I really appreciate. Maybe, and I also really like to tear it like randomly like this. Maybe we can put it here. Again, I'm using here my brush instead of the spatula or whatever the name for it is. Put it on top here, and then again pressing it carefully down. Very subtle little yellow green dots. Okay, so we have some white dots. Where could they go? Maybe here's something I definitely would like to do something with this one here. Maybe like this. Yeah. Like this. Something was still missing here, I find. I watch or listen to something in the background, but if things require my focus, it must be quiet. Yeah. No, definitely. If I'm following along, like it's sometimes I find a creator that actually um, is has a tutorial. Some of you might have seen my photo school 5 video, and these are videos. They drop on the first of each month, and it's on Teachable then, and I can watch it whenever I want. And because then I would like to follow along, then while I'm doing it, I can listen to other things, but while I'm trying to understand what my task is, I can't. I really have to concentrate, and anything that is in the background is my concentration is gone. And sometimes I really enjoy following like the creative ideas of somebody. Really nice. So let me see. This one could. Do I want to have it there to bring a little bit of the green over there? And this could maybe go here. Yeah. And then I need to see where the white is going. Let's see, this could go. Yeah, yeah, like that one. Do I want to have all of this over here? Maybe not quite. I think I don't want to have it on top of that one. Yeah, I think I like it that way. Okay, and the corner here. Okay. Oh, on the black tree. Oh! The white circle can go on the back top corner, maybe. I mean here. Or on the tree. Or maybe. Okay, let me. Or on the black tree. Definitely on the tree. That sounds like a good plan. Of course. Yeah, no. This one goes here, and the other one goes on the black tree. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's see. Okay. Of course, we need to see it then all when it is dry. But so, do I want the white on the trees? No, I thought, yeah. Okay, so you think it doesn't matter if it is going over into the next one, huh? Yeah, I think I can do this that way, and I have to be a little bit careful again because, as I said, there is maybe like this. Hoopala, hoopala. So, okay. Okay, I think all my pieces are down actually. Let me have a look. Okay, so what I maybe might do, wait, let me put this to the side. I have a heat tool here. Let me put a little bit of heat over this. So that we might see a little bit faster here. So white paper. Oh, maybe it's still. Wait a second. It might be still. No, I think it needs a while to, especially here on the top, to really dry out. I will miss the little people from March. So sweet. I really enjoyed it so much, and maybe at one point I bring in some of the little people just in our April thing. Yeah, that's as I said before. I find that's the beauty. We don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. It's like to go through the stash, like somebody said, like shop the stash or it's something like that. It's we don't need to buy new things or like we can really look what we already have. And with this daily mindfulness practice, like I hope that's what we can. Like it's by looking around to see, oh, there's so much there already. Like it's we don't have to go buy things, so we can tap into what we have. It's amazing how all the layering comes together so nicely. Oh, thank you. Yes, it's I find it always a little bit of a challenge. Like it's when I start and I have all the tiny little pieces and only a small piece of paper here, then I think it will not fit. It will not fit. It is like it's so much. But then of course with the layering, and as I said, I always start with the large pieces in the beginning, like putting a layer down, and then I try to work them into each other. Thank you for being here and everyone who came to join from around the world. Oh, yes, Lorraine. Actually, me too. Like, I am so grateful for you guys. It's like, it's such a beautiful community. I love your comments and I love your quirky stories with the mindfulness prompts. Like, they make my day. I'm reading it and I think this is so beautiful to imagine that somewhere at a completely different part of the world, someone is reading the comments or someone is reading the prompts and brings more creativity and joy and playfulness in her life. Yes, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I would say that's a wrap up for today. I hope to see you guys back in a month's time. It's every Monday and every Monday, the first Monday of the month. And now, with our summer and winter times having changed a little bit, it's my 8 o'clock. So, until our clocks change again, we will keep that time slot. And yes, it would be lovely to see you again. Oh, ah, I totally love it. And thank you, Susan. You are here. How wonderful to see you. That is beautiful. Bye for now. And if you created something alongside me and you have the means and the openness to share it with all of us, I would love to see it. I'm always at awe and so inspired seeing your creativity online. And if you watch it later, not part of being the live, like let me know what do you think about it. Did you enjoy doing this? What did you do while watching it? Did you craft along? Okay, bye for now, my lovely friends. I am wishing you either a wonderful day or a very restful night. Bye.